2, 3, 4. This is kind of what we did a couple days ago with the fractions, but we got 4 examples that we're going to do. Identify positive or negative rational numbers on a number line. Now, what it means by the rational numbers is we're going to be identifying fractions on the number line. What we didn't do the other day is negative fractions. So keep in mind the difference between positive and negative. It says which number is represented by the dot on the line. All right, the dot is between 1 and 2. You see it right here. And we said earlier this week, if the dot's between 1 and 2, we're going to say it's 1 and... We're going to say it's 1 and something over something, because it's between 1 and 2. 1 and something over something. So what we want to do is count the tick marks from 1 to 2. How many tick marks?
10.
1, are there?
2.
Are there 10?
Yes, it's 10.
Okay. So we're going to go, there's 10.
Smart.
Now we're going to count the tick marks from 1 to the dot. Remember, this one doesn't count. This is not anything.
1, 2.
2. And that's going to be the top. So our answer could look like 1 and 2 tenths. So down here on this last line, we're going to say our answer could look like 1 and 2 tenths. 4. This pen's not good. I need another one. 1 and 2 tenths. It could also look like, now you need to know 2 tenths will reduce to 1/5 because they're both even. It could be 1 and 1/5. Or, remember one thing you could do if you had the calculator, you could just put 1 and 1/5 in and get that improper fraction. What's the improper fraction?
11 over 5.
Yeah, 11 over 5. If you just put it into this whole calculator, it's going to get you, or would you have 11 over 5?
No, we shouldn't be.
Yeah, you want 6 over 5. 6 over 5. Because here, if you do your 1 and 1/5, let me write it here. This is like 5/5, then one more, so 6/5. Oh yeah, and as a decimal, you know what it is as a decimal? Yeah, it's 1. If you need it as a decimal, you do 1.2. So you can tack that one over here to the right, or 1.2. Well, let's see, what do you got? Your answer choices.
1.2.
Yeah, so we actually do need to go to 1.2. So it is 1.2. It was 1 and 2 tenths, which is the same as 1 and 1/5, and that turns into 6/5, or 1.2. Now, this next one, this is the first one we're going to do this year that we actually have a negative dot. So the dot is right here, and it's negative, and it is between 0 and -1. Now, when you think negative, normally we go this way. When you think negative, you have to think, here's 0. Everything you do is going that way. So we're between 0 and -1. So we'll work this out. Work it out right here. All right. So when we're between 0 and -1, then we're not going to say we're 0 and something. We're just going to find out what this fraction is. So let's write, maybe in this space right here. Okay, how many tick marks is it to get to the dot from here? Going this way.
3.
What? Yeah. Okay. Hold the 16. It's 3 to here, and then you're saying it's 16 all the way to here, right? Yeah. So it's 3 and 16, but
-3/16.
yeah, because we went this way, we're going to say it's -3/16. And then do you see that as an option?
Yeah.
Remember, if you didn't, you would just have to get that converted to a decimal, because you'd have to check to see if it was this. But that's it. If it's negative, remember that we count from the biggest number, and we go this way with our counting the tick marks. Okay, let's see number 4. Or example 3. Which number is represented by the dot on the line? Okay, find the dot. The dot is between what 2 numbers?
-2, -1.
-1, -2, -2, -1. Now, if you're thinking negative, though, if you're going to write this as a fraction and you're between -1 and -2, you're not going to say it's -2 and something. You're going to come this way, and the biggest number that you get before you hit that dot is -1 and something. So it's actually -1 and something over something. So then you go, okay, how many tick marks to the dot?
3.
3. So it's negative 1 and 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 1 and 3 eighths. Now, you probably don't have that as an option here. So what are we going to do?
Change it to
Change it. Yeah, change it to the what we call the improper fraction. That's the mixed fraction. So change it to the improper fraction. So remember yesterday, we just put it in and hit enter. Negative 11 eighths. Because here's negative 8 eighths, negative 9, 10, and negative 11 eighths. So we see negative 11 eighths, just like that. All right, last one. All right, that dot, this is the first time. The dot's way out there. Between what two numbers is it?
2 and 3.
Between 2 and 3. So am I going to say it's 2 and something, or am I going to say it's 3 and something?
2 and something.
2 and something. Because I'm coming this way, the biggest number I get to before the dot is 2.
A and B are out of question.
Yeah, because it's not going to be A, because that says 3 and something.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. It's 2 and something. I got to find that something. First, on top, how many tick marks to the dot? 7, and then an 8 on bottom, right? 7 to the dot and 8 to the number. 2 and 7 eighths. So we don't see 2 and 7 eighths. So let's go ahead and convert it. 2 and 7 eighths turns into 23 eighths, which means it ain't going to be this one. If you toggle that though, hitting the toggle button here, you'll see it is 2.875. 2.875. So it does convert to 2.875. And I believe that concludes the notes for objective 4. So let's see if you can remember the beat from the beginning. I know it got a little more complicated, but let's end with the same beat we started in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,